Okay, good. Oh, good, good. All right. So let us now begin the three mantra. Please, from one of you.
¿Quién va a cantar el trimantra?
Gaby canta.
Okay.
Gaby is going to sing it, yes.
Yes, Gabi.
Namo Vitragai, Namo Arihantanam, Namo Sitanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vatsayanam, Namo Loye Savasahunam, Eso Pancha Namo Karo, Savapavanashano, Mangalanam Tasavesim, Paramam Havai Mangalam, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Jai Sachitanand. Namo Vitragai, Namo Arihantanam, Namo Sitanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vatsayanam, Namo Loye Savasahunam, Eso Pancha Namukaro, Savapavapanashano, Mangalanam Tasavesim, Paramam Havai Mangalam, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Jai Sachitanand. Namo Vitragai, Namo Arihantanam, Namo Sitanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vatsayanam, Namo Loye Savasahunam, Eso Pancha Namukaro, Savapavapanashano, Mangalanam Tasavesim, Paramam Havai Mangalam, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Jai Sachitanand, Jai Sachitanand, Jai Sachitanand, Jai Sachitanand.
Jai
Jai
Sachidanand.
Sachidanand.
Wonderful, huh? Wonderful. That was very beautifully delivered. Perfect pronunciation and a perfect beginning for our satsang today.
Hermoso, hermoso comienzo para nuestro satsang hoy.
Shuddhatma Bhagwan, Arman, Jai Sachidanand. Yes, yes. All right. So, welcome after the beautiful Guru Purnima. Wonderful messages of Guru Purnima, especially to get more and more understanding of Vyavasthit, scientific circumstantial evidence, and also to apply that understanding in practical matters, daily practical matters, daily files, that anything that arises in front of you. Every file, it is only a file if it bothers you, otherwise it is Vyavasthit. And even if a file bothers you, that is Vyavasthit. So file is very specific for our own, whereas Vyavasthit is universal vision. You see, it's you and I have become aware of Vyavasthit.
Ujú. Hermoso después del Guru Purnima y las hermosas entendimiento que nos dio el Gnani sobre Yavasthit y las evidencias científicos circunstanciales, su entendimiento y la diaria aplicación, y poder ver que cada file que aparece, si no es un file, es Yavasthit, y en realidad todo es Yavasthit, y esa es la visión universal.
We say file initially prevents you to see the Vyavasthit, and then the Vyavasthit knowledge comes in that this is Vyavasthit, you see. So the moment you say Vyavasthit, then the one, it's not a saying, but the one who knows that this is Vyavasthit, one who sees this is Vyavasthit, then that one is separate from file 1, separate from all the unfolding evidences in front of you, see. In other words, file is specific for our situation, whereas Vyavasthit is everything and anything that is happening through your and mine awakened vision, Ev Swamapura, Swayamapura, and everything else is Vyavasthit. You see? Everything is Vyavasthit.
Bueno, cuando aparece un file y podemos ver que esto es Yavasthit, tener el conocimiento y el entendimiento de que es Yavasthit y que Yavasthit es todo lo que sucede. Y esto, teniendo que todo lo que está sucediendo es lo que se está desplegando es karma, ¿no? El karma desarrollándose. Y cuando podés ver, estás separado. Y esa es la visión que tenemos los que estamos despiertos.
The karma word is no longer there. You see, because the karma word disappeared. I am doing is disappeared, and instead now we are seeing the effect of the karma unfolding in the mind, in the chit. The mind is puzzled, the chit is wandering, the intellect is making wrong decisions, the ego is following with anger, pride, deceit, or greed. All of these things are part of the unfolding process in front of us, each one of us, and there is the agna and the vision of Vyavasthit, that this is Vyavasthit. Live it, see it as it is. Vyavasthit means no interference, just see it as it is. See?
Yes. La palabra karma desaparece, ¿no? Entonces solo lo que vemos es el efecto de el despliegue del karma. Eso es lo que vemos. Y vemos que la mente, el chit, el intelecto, todo esto es lo que va trayendo los kashais, pero con la visión de las agnas, y no interfiriendo, mantenemos la separación.
And the non-interference is because of the agna of Vyavasthit. You know, you do not interfere because Vyavasthit means no doer. There is no doer, and there is no, when you do not see a doer, there is no one to blame. It is exact, you see, and therefore there is nothing further to be said. Vyavasthit means everything is as it is, you see. Everything is exact and correct. No involvement, the intellect cannot arise when you see Vyavasthit. You see, and I see Vyavasthit. Then there is no intellect, nothing to say.
Yavastit es el no hacedor, entonces no hay a quién culpar. Es lo que es, y tener, y lo que sucede es exacto y correcto. Entonces no puede surgir el intelecto.
Yes. So, we share now. I share the satsang, ongoing satsang now, our Gnata-Drashta S, okay? And we were in that last section somewhere halfway.
Before the last, we were in page 87.
Yes.
I didn't write down where was the last one, sorry.
All right, okay, so yes, we were in
page 87 was done.
Yeah, so we are in page 88. So 87 was done. Yes. And here we are, page 86. This is 87. You said was done. And
yes.
And now we had read all of this recently. Let me just widen it so that you can see it more. In fact, when I marked it here, my dear, it says that the Knower-Seer has no danger or responsibility of the foreign. That was the heading, you see. The one who is the Knower-Seer, there is no responsibility of the foreign for him, you see. And we had read only halfway there. All right, so I'm trying to get the Knower-Seer. This was the heading. Okay, we started here, and
yes.
And we you can quickly read the Portuguese, and then I'll tell you to stop. Okay, so just read this.
Okay. El que conoce y el que ve no es responsable de lo ajeno. Después de que nosotros te dimos el Gnan, el hogar y el extranjero, el ser y el no ser, han sido separados. A partir de entonces, nosotros decimos que si tú no vacilas en tu estado como el que conoce y el que ve, entonces tú no eres responsable de lo ajeno, lo relativo en absoluto.
Yes.
El interlocutor. La conciencia despierta, Laksh, como el que conoce y el que ve, no se establece correctamente, va y viene.
And this one.
Desaparecerá cuando permanezca continuo. Te habrás convertido en Dios. El hecho de que desaparezca significa que eventualmente se completará. Y esto se debe a que todo el trabajo de la vida mundana sigue pendiente, ¿no es así? Todos los archivos de la vida mundana siguen pendientes, ¿o no?
Yes, so now here we start. We stopped here last time. Questioner says they are still pending. Okay.
El interlocutor dice, ¿todavía están pendientes?
And Dadashri, as those files decrease, the laksh will set in increasingly. Everything is held up. Everything is held up because of the files.
Dadashi dice, a medida que esos archivos disminuyan, el laksh se establecerá cada vez más. Todo se detiene debido a los archivos.
Yeah, this is so critical. Many Mahatmas that have taken Gnan, and after Gnan they find themselves in very good situation. Things because most of their kashais become inactive. Their life improves. Their life with their wife or husband improves. Their business improves. You see, etc. Everything happens beautifully, and yet some of the ones who are almost 70 and 75, etc., that met Niruma, they were they still were trying to expand their businesses and have more and more businesses. And Dada has said that time now has come not to open up new files, because every time you open up a new business, you have new files, you see. And why are you doing that? I mean, you don't need all of that extra money and waste of time, because those files will not let you maintain the awareness of the Amapura. You see, they demand that much attention, cover over your awareness, so that you can attend to the work in the relative, you see. So this is a very important thing, And then 10 years go by, and those human beings I know have become now old, and very precious years go by. Yes, they made money, but for what, you see? You know what I mean? You can't, your body is not working very well. What are you going to do with all the money, you see?
Ujú. Nada, sí dice que a medida que los files desaparecen y disminuyen, el lag se establecerá cada vez más y todo se detiene debido a los archivos. Entonces, a muchos Mahatmas, que bueno, que ya están en los 60, 70 años, que querían empezar nuevos negocios o proyectos o nuevas relaciones, es como que estás abriendo más archivos, trayendo más files a tu vida para resolver. ¿Para qué querés más dinero, no? Hay que resolver los files y no crear más.
You see, so the Gnani Niruma would say, why do you want to spread out more? You see, why? In live satsangs I have heard her, you see. But then we know that they don't listen to Niruma or to the Gnani, and that means that it is in their unfolding program. That is their vyavasthit, that is their vyavasthit. You see, that's how it is.
Entonces, Dada dice, ¿para qué quieres más archivos, no? Y muchos Mahatmas no escucharon, y eso lo que crea es más descarga sí, más descarga crear más descarga de karma, pero bueno, eso está programado por Yavastit.
And that is the effect of the karma caused in the last life, the effect is called discharge. That is called the discharge, or that is vyavasthit. When you do not interfere in it, it is vyavasthit. You see, it is happening, it is opening, and just now see it, and that is what we are discussing here in this Gnata-Drashta Dadavani in so many different ways, you see.
El efecto, nosotros lo que estamos viendo ahora es los efectos de las causas de la vida pasada, ¿no? Y es la descarga, todo es Vyavasthit y no hay que interferir, solo ver. Y esto es lo que estamos viendo en Gnata-Drashta.
And now Dadashri says, Dada, questioner says, grace me so that I can remain continuously in the self. A shortcoming arises in knowing the effects of the non-self. In other words, I cannot see that this is the result of the non-self. You see, it is not, par means non-self, parinam means results. So this is the result that belongs to Patricia, Cecilia, Gabi, but not yours, not mine. You know, it is not swa-parinam, it is par-parinam. You see?
Yes, sorry. El interlocutor dice, concédeme la gracia para que yo pueda permanecer continuamente en el ser, porque todo lo que está sucediendo es resultado del no ser.
So Dada now describes more. He says, the files that you have from the past, you should clear those files. If any shortcoming arises, then know that it is simply because of the files. You see, it is the files that is not letting you clear them exactly. You see, the problem is with the files, not with anything else. That is why it is because of these files that you are not able to continuously remain in the state as the Knower-Seer, Gnata-Drashta. This is certainly the reason, Dada says, for it. It is a kind of interference of the files from the past life's karmic account. It's the karma account of past life that is interfering, you see, in this life. You know, those who had created less files in the last life, they have, they are able to remain more in the vision and the beauty of the Amapura, you see. You know, for example, like these young men and women who do not have file too, you see. Okay, so go on.
Los files que tú tienes del pasado, tú deberías despejar esos files. Si surge alguna deficiencia, entonces debes saber que se debe simplemente a esos archivos. Por eso tú no eres capaz de permanecer continuamente en el estado. Perdón, tú no eres capaz de permanecer continuamente en el estado del que conoce y el que ve. Esa es incertidumbre. ¿Qué dice? Eso es ciertamente la razón. No, eso es simplemente, ciertamente la razón. Es una especie de interferencia de los archivos de la cuenta kármica pasada. Por eso el estado continuo no permanece.
Akram means that moksha has definitely been attained in the causal form, causal moksha. Karan moksha, that is in this life. Freedom, Karan moksha, otherwise known as freedom from worldly misery, pain, unhappiness, etc. Nevertheless, however many karma remain, a resolution needs to be brought about for them once and all by knowing, seeing them. That's all. The resolution of the remaining karma comes simply by knowing, seeing, otherwise to see and to know them. While remaining as the knower-seer, if a resolution comes by seeing everything, then ultimate liberation happens. You see? That is all. There is nothing else to it. So no matter what kind of karma there are, no matter how sticky karma effect, how sticky or how bad they are, when you remain as the knower-seer, you're free. No matter how bad the karma may be, the karma unfolds with horrible things in the mind, horrible, terrible things in the body, or, lot of painful effect through the speech. If you just continue to remain as the knower-seer, Soyam Apura, I am the blissful self, I see this is opening up, alright? And anything that opens will have to close, you see. The karma opens and then it closes, you see. It's gone. Okay, let you read this here.
Akram significa que moksha se ha obtenido definitivamente en forma causal, que es la liberación de la pena mundana, el dolor, la infelicidad. Sin embargo, para muchos karmas que quedan, hay que resolverlos de una vez por todas, conociéndolos y viéndolos, permaneciendo como que el conoce y el que ve. Y si llega una resolución, viéndolo todo, entonces se produce la liberación máxima. Eso es todo, no hay nada más. Por lo tanto, no importa qué tipo de karma haya, no importa lo pegajoso o lo malo que sea, cuando tú permaneces como el que conoce y el que ve, tú eres libre.
Fantastic. So we come to the end of this particular chapter, and let me see here. All right, so we welcome Gabriel, and of course we saw over here. Oh yes, Christian is taking his walk, and Damian is here, right? Wonderful. Okay, Carlos and wonderful. Good. It's pretty simple, right? Now what Dada has said, in other words, what Dada is saying in the heading essentially is that if you are the knower-seer, if you remain the knower-seer in any situation, you see, if you just see, then what happens is that there is no anything that happens to the relative, in the relative, is no longer your responsibility. This is a phenomenal final statement of Dada. But unfortunately, for two reasons we interfere, or we get the file is there, and the exact resolution of the file is not happening through equanimity, and so the file kind of continues to bother you, or there are some residuals, kashais, of pride or greed or deceit remaining, that are there in the non-self, that are happening in Gabriel or in Gabi, you see, or in Anila, but somehow you kind of get involved believing that it is happening to you, and that delays the whole process, you see.
Es simplemente el título, ¿no? De ser el conocedor y el que ve, y permanecer viendo que lo que sucede está sucediendo en lo relativo y que no tiene que ver con tu responsabilidad. la ecuanimidad surge cuando dejas de interferir. Y si hay un file que molesta o quedan residuos de la ira, el orgullo, la codicia o el engaño, esto está sucediendo en el no ser. En el no ser. Entonces, solo tienes que ver y conocer y no involucrarte. Solo ver y conocer.
Next heading, to not enter the Purusharth, the non-self location. Pur means non-self, Swa means self. To not enter the Purusharth, to not enter in Anila or in Gavi or in Christian is called Adeeth Tap. Tap means penance and Adeeth means invisible penance. You see, people cannot see your penance. You see, and this Adeeth Tap is very special because this kind of penance, invisible inner penance, is the direct cause for final moksha. You see, it takes you in towards final moksha. You see, whatever happens, whatever painful file arises in front of you, you continue to be the self and just to see what is happening without any opinions, without taking sides, you see, without protecting. Then that is called invisible tap. You see, it's an inner. Inside you are gathering more and more energies. You see, people do not. People will say, "What's happening? He just got insulted, but he is not at all responding." You see.
Dice, no entrar, no entrar en Parkshetra es Adeeth Tapa, y eso es pena invisible. Y esta es y poder no entrar en esta pena invisible te lleva directo al final, a moksha. Si el ser ve sin opiniones, sin proteger, entonces no solamente que llega a moksha, sino que mayor cantidad de energías se acumulan en él.
Yeah, usually what happens is when you're insulted or when something happens, you instead of going into the mode of invisible penance, you try to take a little consolation from someone by telling someone, telling someone about your pain. Now you just slipped out of the opportunity of invisible or Adeeth Tap. Adeeth Tap. Adeeth Tap will give you the energies for direct moksha, you see. So we have to learn the importance of this new entity, Adeeth, invisible inner penance, you see. It gives you tremendous energies inside.
Dice que, por ejemplo, si somos insultados, nosotros tenemos que ir a esta invisible penance, como penitencia, sí. Entonces, no hay que estar contando el dolor o lo que perdiste o cualquier situación que te movilice. Y al no contarlo y mantenerlo en forma invisible, esto te da mayor cantidad de energía para poder llegar a moksha.
Yeah. The externally visible penance, that when you punish your own body or you don't eat during Paryushan days, etc., you don't take any meals. The Jains do that and they fast. All of these things will buy you will get merit karma, but they will not liberate you. Whereas internal invisible penance, will liberate you, will give you moksha, you see. An example is a father or a mother. The father has lost his job. The children are, wonderful, going through school, eating good stuff, etc., good food. But now slowly there is this opportunity of invisible penance where both the parents, they have to be, they remain hungry, but they continue to feed the children. You see, now that is Adeeth. They don't let it be known to even their children that anything has happened, bad has happened, you see. And then the job will come back and then things will be fine, you see.
Yes. Por ejemplo, cuando los jainistas suelen hacer en días especiales una penitencia, por ejemplo, de no comer, y esto es visible, es externo, se muestra. Esto te trae un karma de mérito, pero no te lleva a la liberación. Entonces, hay que estar en invisible. Sí, lo que te lleva a moksha es cuando es invisible. Y el ejemplo que da Shuddha es, por ejemplo, un padre pierde el trabajo y tiene sus hijos que van al colegio y obviamente alimentarlos. Y él no dice nada y por ahí él come o no come, pero para sus hijos hay. Y después, como el karma se descarga, se va, el trabajo vuelve.
So we go now, Dadashri. Even though the heading is about Adeeth top, there is very little about it, but anyway, and because with reference to being the Knower-Seer, how do we apply this concept of invisible inner penance? Then so let us read. Dadashri says, you, the Amapura, have now become the Knower-Seer. So all you have to do, okay, is to keep seeing how things are going on for Chandubai, for Damian, or for Anila, you see. In addition to that, keep seeing what is going on in Chandubai's mind. So now, first, to hold the entire Christian or Damian, see what's happening to the whole Damian, and then now go deeper. What is happening to his mind? The reason being, the mind is no longer under your control. You see, the moment you say, so I am Apura, the mind is not under your control. The intellect is no longer under your control. The chit is no longer under your control. All of them have been placed on this side in the division of the non-self. And your division is separate from them. Therefore, you should remain established in your kshetra realm, Swakshetra, you see, in the real. Now, you should not come out of your kshetra. This Siddhartha says, don't come out of your kshetra, your location, your state as the Amapura. You have established yourself. You had established yourself in Purusharth, the realm of the non-self, Chandubai, previously. Now you have come into Swakshetra, the realm of the self. So you should not interfere in Purusharth anymore. No ownership of what is happening to file 1. Not my, it's a file, but it's not, I'm separate from the file, you see. It's you say my file because it bothers you, but it's a file. Now, meaning you should just keep seeing what Chandubai's mind, Chandubai's intellect, Chandubai's chit, and all that are doing. Whether they are engaging in something bad or something wrong, you should not make an intense mental note of that. Previously Dada says you should make a note, but now you should not make an intense inner mental note saying wrong, wrong, wrong. And rather you should keep seeing what they are doing. There is absolutely no such thing as right or wrong as per God. In the vision of the Lord, there is no right and no wrong. Right and wrong are a concept that has been decided by society and multiplied by the intellect and the ego, you see.
Tú ahora te has convertido en el que conoce y el que ve. Así que todo lo que tienes que hacer es seguir viendo cómo le van las cosas a Chandubai. Además, sigue viendo lo que pasa en la mente de Chandubai. La razón es que la mente ya no está bajo tu control, el intelecto ya no está bajo tu control, el chit ya no está bajo tu control. Todos ellos han sido colocados en este lado, en la división del no ser. Tu división está separada de ellos. Tu visión está separada de ellos. Por lo tanto, tú debes permanecer establecido solo en tu kshetra, en tu reino. Tú no debes salir de kshetra. Tú habías establecido previamente en Parakshetra, el reino del no ser. Ahora tú has entrado en Swakshetra, el reino del ser. Así que tú no debes interferir más en Parakshetra. Es decir, tú solo debes seguir viendo lo que la mente, el intelecto, el chit y todo lo demás de Chandubai está haciendo. Si están haciendo algo malo o algo incorrecto, tú no debes de hacer una nota mental intensa de eso. Más bien tú debes simplemente seguir viendo lo que está haciendo. Y no hay absolutamente tal cosa como correcto o incorrecto según Dios. Lo correcto y lo incorrecto es un concepto que ha decidido la sociedad.
Beautiful. Now, you need to come into your real state, not form, as the self, Atma Swaroop, real state. Nothing else is needed, and this has already happened for all of us. Whether this body gets cut or something bad happens to it, you should not prevail as the body. If you happen to enter Purusharth, I am the body, then worldly life should feel as bitter as poison to you. You say, in other words, even if you temporarily become Anila, it should start feeling that this is very poisonous, bitter, you don't like it, you see. But that is a stage that will come. Right now, Dadashri says, enjoy with your relative self. It is through the body that we enjoy this life and appreciate what is going on around us. A time will come when we do not want to remain in the body. We want to be in our own territory, self, you see.
Tú necesitas entrar en tu forma real como el ser, el Atma Swarup, y nada más es necesario, ya sea que este cuerpo se corte o algo le suceda, tú no debes prevalecer como el cuerpo. Si tú entras en el Parakshetra, la vida mundana, te resultará tan amarga como el veneno. Y al principio, cuando empezó a leer, habla de la forma, y en realidad no es forma, es estado. Tú necesitas entrar en tu estado real.
The entire world has believed the Purusharth, the non-self, to be their Swakshetra, to be their location. They believe this non-self complex called Anila or Christian is verily who I am, and this realm of the non-self indeed is my realm, you see. When we give you this Gnan, you start to understand what Purusharth means. As in previously, I was established in Purusharth, now the I should remain established in the Swakshetra. But that cannot remain for you all the time, can it? You still have to clear all those files, right? You still have to bring about an ultimate closure to everything, right? Agna 4. So as for Dada, ultimate closure has mostly come about. Within this body, I, the Gnani Purush, am established firmly in the self, Swakshetra alone. On top of that, the drama is also being enacted in the external part all day long. The drama of Ambalal Patel, you see, the drama of his interaction with his Mahatmas, everything. It's all a drama, you see. Whereas within, the I am firmly established as my own realm, that of the self.
El mundo entero ha creído que Parashetra es su Swakshetra. Ellos creen esta entidad del no ser es verdaderamente quien soy. Y esto, el reino del no ser, es de hecho mi reino. Cuando nosotros te damos este Gnan, tú empiezas a comprender lo que significa Parashetra, como anteriormente era el yo, lo que creías que era el yo. Estaba establecido en el Parashetra. Ahora yo debo permanecer establecido en Swakshetra, pero eso no puede ser permanente para ti todo el tiempo, ¿verdad? Tú todavía tienes que despejar todos esos archivos, ¿verdad? Tú tienes que dar un tiempo máximo a todo, ¿verdad? En cuanto a Dada, el cierre máximo se ha producido en su mayor parte dentro de este cuerpo. Yo, el Gnani Purush, está establecido firmemente solo en Swakshetra. Además de eso, el teatro también está siendo representado en la parte externa. El drama está sucediendo en la parte externa durante todo el día, mientras que dentro yo estoy firmemente establecido en mi propio reino del ser.
And drama really essentially is the awareness that this is all temporary. It's not going to be forever. So there is nothing. It's not worth getting too much caught up in it. You see, it's not worth. Let it just unfold and finish however it was going to unfold. You see.
Dice que el drama, ¿no? La vida es, en realidad no importa, ¿no? La conciencia es lo que importa y lo que te va a llevar a la liberación.
Yeah. So, to maintain complete awareness as what the self is, you see, complete awareness, and what the non-self is. This is the self, this is the non-self. And to ensure that you do not enter the realm of the non-self, that exactly is Adeeth Tapa, invisible penance. In other words, there is the line of demarcation between the self and the non-self is never blurred. It is very clear. This path is actually that of maintaining a line of demarcation between the self and the non-self. Out there in non-Mahatmas, people are not even aware of the demarcation between the self and the non-self, you see.
La conciencia del ser y del no ser es la línea de demarcación, es permanecer en la penitencia invisible. Y esto está claro, es una línea de demarcación clara de estar en el ser.
Yes, so my friends, we are coming and going, deeper into and higher into the understanding. And now there is one more heading coming up, which is Purushpade, Purusharth Parakram Sharu, you see. And so now this next heading is from the state as the Purush, P capital Purush means Amapura, Purusharth, the essence of the I state. The I, what is the I that is separated? What is the role? The Purusharth and Parakram begins. Extraordinary, adventurous adventure into the space of the non-self. You see, Parakram. Extraordinary. Purusharth is called Parakram. Purusharth means to continue to progress as the self. You see, be the self and see the small self. See what Patricia is doing. See what her mind is seeing. See how her chit, whether the chit is remaining with you in Amapura state or whether it is going away from you in places of the world, you see. So see all of that. And it is always from the state of the Purush. It's always from the state of the self. This is important. It cannot be, you cannot even begin any kind of Purusharth or progress as the self by continuing to remain as I am Gabi, I am Damian, etc. See? Alright? So this is the critical part. Okay, go on.
Desde el estado como Purush, Purusharth y Parakram comienzan. Esto, el estado del Purush es permanecer como el ser, el estado del ser verdadero. El Purusharth es el permanecer en este estado, y esto es lo que permite ir camino hacia la evolución y no confundirte.
So now, if any suffocation arises, then know that you have come out of the Swakshetra and have stuck your hand in Purusharth. This is so critical. Look, this is any kind of suffocation. You don't know what to do, a feeling of not enough oxygen for you, And, this is not the physical oxygen. You just don't feel the freedom and the clarity of in your relative life. If it arises, then you know that you have come out of your Amapura Kshetra, Swakshetra, and have become stuck. You have stuck your hand. You have interfered in Purusharth. So you should immediately say, this is not my real state as the self. Upon saying that, the suffocation will come to an end. Just by saying, this is not my state, this is not my place. The slightest suffocation, the slightest inability to see clearly is because you have slipped from your royal location to the world of suffering. Yes.
Así que ahora, si surge algún sofocón, como la sensación de falta de oxígeno o cualquier otra cosa, entonces debes saber que tú te has salido del Swakshetra y has atrapado tu mano en el Parashetra. Tú debes decir inmediatamente, este no es mi estado real como el ser. Al decir esto, la asfixia termina.
Question. Upon saying, this does not belong to me, the suffocation will end. He's just repeating what Dada has just said, you see.
Esto, él pregunta, al decir esto no me pertenece, termina la asfixia.
So Dadashri says, yes, understand this much. This suffocation does not belong to me, M capital. This is not actually my swaroop. This is not my state. And this suffocation that is there, that is not my swaroop. There is no such thing like complications in my swaroop, my state. My swaroop is to be eternally blissful, whereby not even the slightest of pains of worldly lives ever come into the picture. So after having come into the state as the Purush, your Purusharth should be of this kind. For before Gnan, for you before Gnan, the developing I, the whom, was established in Purusharth and had taken on the authority of the non-self, which is called Satta, you see. Now, after the Gnan, the developing I, that who I, has become established in Swakshetra and has come into Swasatta, the authority of the self. So now Purusharth and Parakram can begin, you see. Parakram, extraordinary,
Dadashri,
extraordinary Purusharth. Yeah, go on. Yes, my dear.
Dadashri. Sí, sí, comprende esto. Esta asfixia no me pertenece. Esto no está realmente en mi swarup. Y esta sofocación que está allí no es mi swarup. No hay tal cosa como complicaciones en mi swarup. Mi swarup es ser eternamente dichoso, en el que ni siquiera el más leve de los sufrimientos de la vida mundana entra jamás en escena. Así que después de haber llegado al estado como el Purush, tu Purushar debe ser de ese tipo. Para ti, antes del Gnan, el yo en desarrollo estaba establecido en Parashetra y había asumido, el Parsata, la autoridad del no ser. Ahora, después del Gnan, ese yo en desarrollo se ha establecido en Swakshetra y ha entrado en Swarastra. I can see very well, sorry. En Swasatta, la autoridad del ser. Así que ahora, please pull the page up, please, so I continue. Thank you. Así que ahora es Purusharth y Parakram. Puede comenzar.
Very, very good. So now we come to a new heading. So what we're going to do is now stop sharing here for a while we all take a little break.
Okay.
All right. So thank you. So let's just wait. We come back again now in 10 minutes. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Vamos a tomar un recreo de 10 minutos y volvemos. Jai Satchitanand.
Jai Satchitanand. Yes. Yeah. I'm very gratified that things are working out well since we came to Simadar city.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm very glad for you.
Yeah, it's
By the grace of Tada, as you.
absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Uh, so day by day, one day at a time, she gets stronger and stronger. It was a very big surgery, on her spine, but she passed through it. So she, she,
As you said in the lesson, to be in the present,
yes,
be in the present, day by
yeah,
day,
yes.
moment by moment.
And then you see, our Vyavasthit is so beautiful that when you have to climb a hill, the energies automatically come in the legs. you know, you so you just do not have to be concerned about will I be able to do it, what will happen, etc. Nothing. Just be in the present. Be in the present. The present is very, very blissful, you see, very, very nourishing. The present.
Being in the present, there is nothing in the mind, nothing.
Yes, right. Yes, just to see. The mind will be there, but you say you can see the mind, and it doesn't matter whether the mind is showing many things or not saying. It's just you have come into the present. You're only interested in the present. In the present, the mind begins to become more orderly, but it may not. It doesn't matter, you see. In the present, you can see the mind is upset, but in the present, you see the mind is relaxed, or that's fine. It's just the present. This is how it is.
Yes.
It's, Cecilia, you're doing all right. Alicia, everybody fine? Yes.
¿Cómo están todos? Pregunta Shuddha.
Yeah, wonderful.
Very well.
Arman,
Jai
good.
Sachidanand.
Everybody, good. Yes, that's Jai Sachidanand. Yes, we're the blessed ones of Dada, you see. And in this blessing of Dada, there are countless beautiful gifts that simply continue to come to you. Every piece of food that enters this body is received with gratitude, you see, and you begin to appreciate the taste of the food, and you are truly grateful to the one who made this for you, and you see the Amapura inside that person. This is such a beautiful natural flow of everything that happens, you see.
En la gracia de Dada, podemos ver que siempre sucede algo que nos permite seguir adelante, y la gratitud por cada bocado que entra en nuestra boca, y por todas las cosas que pasan, ¿no? Estar en gratitud.
Yes. So Vishuddhatma Bhagavan, let us now, and I'm sure everyone here, as we are talking about remaining in the present, actually is now living in the present. What is going to happen to the Argentine economy is not the role of the Amapura. The Amapura is blissful. And things never happen according to what the intellect sees. Everything is designed correctly for each and every human being, you see.
Yes. Vivir en el presente nos permite estar en el estado de dicha del alma pura. A pesar de todo lo que estamos viviendo en Argentina con la economía, permanecemos en estado de alma pura y dicha. Y las cosas en todo lo que ocurre, solamente ocurre en la mente.
Right. In 1968, June 1968, Dada said one sentence which is very beautiful. Dadashri says, to bring about a resolution in the mind of the other human being is a phenomenal thing. It is the greatest thing, you see. Through our Gnan, through our blissful state, we now know that the file that suddenly comes to you is already a disturbed file, but you have the stillness of the self, you see. And so you sit in the self and half the problems are gone. You see it with the Amapura vision, and the other half of the problems get resolved by scientific circumstantial evidence, you see. So really this is so beautiful, but the resolution in the mind of the other human being, the file, once it is attained, is a greatest achievement, you see. Otherwise people go back blaming each other, they continue to be unsatisfied, they continue to create more revenge. All of those things are gone for all of us, my friends. They are no longer are present for we Mahatmas of Dada, you see. This is a phenomenal thing. This is a very major thing, says Dada. Resolution in the mind of the file, the other person.
Dada dijo en junio de 1968 que resolver en la mente de otra persona, de un file, es grandioso, ¿no? Y es el mayor logro posible, ¿no? Nosotros mantenernos en la calma del ser. Y entonces los problemas se van porque los estamos viendo como son las evidencias científicos circunstanciales. Entonces se deja si no estás allí, lo que haces es culpar, es vivir en insatisfacción, y nada, es estar en esta presencia del alma pura, lo que resuelve todo.
Right. There's another very beautiful sentence that is coming up on the same day. I will share with you. The I, this I, is our protector. It protects in the sense that no matter how crazy and dangerous a person suddenly comes in front of you, your I, this I, this I of the Amapura is our protector. No matter how crazy and nasty a person comes in front of you, your I will protect you. The I protects you, you see. And that other person, however upset and steamingly angry he may be, heavily angry, he calms down with this eyes, this divine vision. See? The other eye will just kind of make you afraid. What is he going to do, etc. So this your eye, our eye, is our protector. You see, the inner eye. You see.
Otra cosa maravillosa que dijo Dada es que nuestro ojo interno, el ojo del alma pura, es nuestro protector, ¿no? Entonces puede haber una persona que enloquezca delante, frente nuestro, se muestre agresiva frente a nosotros y nosotros podemos verlo, la otra persona termina calmándose.
Not only that, Dada is now saying something beautiful that you and I, we have, now we know protection is there. You see, this is what Dada says. Along with this eye, this vision, there is the protection of all the celestial beings. When a human being sees with the pure vision, pure eye, then the celestial beings are there to help you with there. You see, so there is a lot of other energy from the celestial realm that is coming in for the Mahatma of Dada, who is using this pure vision and applying it for others. You see.
Algo más que dice Dada, ¿no? Ahora sabemos que la protección siempre está allí, ¿no? Y que todos los seres celestiales, cuando estamos con la visión pura, van a estar allí protegiéndonos, y nosotros así también podemos asistir a otros.
So there's so many beautiful things are happening here. I told you about. Did I tell you about the man from Delhi? Did I tell you about the man from Delhi who met Dada? Did I tell you in today's satsang?
No.
Okay, well, this is just a little interesting story, you see. This was on the same date. And Dada says, today one man from Delhi, Dada was in Vadodara, in Baroda, and today a man from Delhi met me. Dada in his travels, in the trains he would meet a lot of people, not necessarily all of them would know who Dada is, but Dada's vision, Dada's presence is so great, and this is a story about it. So that man from Delhi, tell Dada, your BD, you see, your BD number 30 is good. You see, now BD, for those of you who you're aware of, BD is the rolled tobacco in a paper, or not even very fine paper, but not in paper. They actually roll the tobacco, prepared tobacco, in the tobacco leaf. You see, they roll it, and it's called BD. And Dada used to smoke a lot of these in a day. And generally, those people I've seen when I was a child, and in India, I would see those people carry in their pockets a whole roll of this BDs, you see. And before one is over, they're lighting up another one, you see. Strong tobacco, you see. Anyway, so, and of course, just like everything else, there is a cigarette and there is a cigarette, etc. So there is a difference in the quality. So the man told Dada, this your number 30 BD is good. Okay, BD. So Dada says, here, take 2 bundles. So each bundle has a bunch of them rolled up, of little tobacco cigarettes, and he says, here, take 2. He says no, so he took only 1, all right, and he smoked one of them, and then he left. Dada says, every time that man will smoke the rest of the BDs in that bundle, he will remember me, and his salvation will happen. His work is done. You see?
Wow.
This is how magnificent our Dada is, you see, and we are seeing these effects, you see. People just come to know Dada from so many different sources, you see, and whoever accepts this fantastic, absolutely super human being, in the form of Dada, seen his face, if not directly, indirectly through his photographs, you see, through his videos, through his eyes in the videos. They are all blessed and are all being continuously blessed, you see, continuously blessed. This is the amazing energy that he has filled in his own photographs. You have seen Dada, when Dada was around in United States, Mahatmas would bring a nice photo of Dada and bring it to him, and then he would hold his own photo and do a vidhi for a while. He will keep on. He will do pratishtha in that photograph, you see. He will fill in energies, knowing that everyone who saw that photograph will go to liberation someday, you see. Sorry, I'm speaking so long, so go ahead.
It's beautiful. I'll write down. Don't worry.
That's fine. Yeah, so now you can share. Yeah.
Bueno, Dada también cuenta que una vez estando en Barodra, un hombre de Delhi, que iban en el tren, ¿no? Y este hombre no lo conocía, no todo el mundo lo conocía a Dada. Entonces le dice, Dada fumaba hacía como unos rollos de tabaco y hacía cigarrillos y lo fumaba. Y este hombre le dice que bueno, que bien que se sentía tu cigarro, ¿no? Era como de una calidad diferente. Entonces Dada le dio varios y el señor solamente tomó dos, y fumó uno y se fue. Entonces Dada dice que cada vez que él fume me recordará y entonces se liberará. Y si ven, estos efectos siempre vienen de diferentes fuentes, ¿no? Conocer a Dada, poder verlo en una foto, verlo en sus videos y todo, es algo que también lleva a la liberación.
Yeah.
De hecho, le llevaban las fotos de Dada y él así ponía toda su energía ahí y esas fotos tenían una energía especial.
Yeah.
¿No? Solo recordarlo y verlo ya te lleva a la liberación.
Another very beautiful story of Dada that I told your group a few years ago, was that Dada's friend Natu Kaka, Uncle Natu, Natu, you see, he used to write down all of this every day. He used to keep a journal, with Dada, and everything that Dada is saying he would write down, you see, and now finally it is like in the form of Gujarati text that is typed, you see, but and it is becoming very useful to us. And so from this notes of his, one day Dada was in Mamani in sitting in satsang with few Mahatmas, see, going on beautifully in the satsang, and the orchard, Natu Kaka had a little orchard, or what we call wadi, a tiny little piece of land where wonderful things, fruits and vegetables used to grow. And so he brought some as gifts from the village of Badran. Badran is where Dada used to live. Badran to Baroda, you see, he brought forward them for Dada, you see. And Dada continued his satsang. And then out of the, right there outside, the husband had taken, this servant had taken the Dada's shoes, and he was polishing them with a lot of love, lot of love. He would hold Dada's shoes and he would polish them, you see. And at the end of the satsang, when it was time for that man to go back to the village, he says, "Come here." He says, "Today you have polished Dada's shoes. So when you are away from Dada, remember my face and see this scene where you were polishing, and just visualize my face, and your salvation, your moksha is guaranteed. Go." Dada says he doesn't understand a word of all of this sophisticated Gujarati, that, and the concepts of liberation for people like you and me. He says, that's all. He says, you just whenever you polish the shoes, you visualize my face, and your work is done.
Amazing, beautiful. Dada estaba en un satsang, en un lugar que Vadra, que tenía muy buena tierra, muy buenas flores, muy buenos frutos. Y mientras que estaba dando el satsang, un sirviente lustraba los zapatos de Dada, ¿no? Entonces cuando terminó de lustrar los zapatos, le dijo Dada, bueno, que siempre recordara que siempre recordara que la cara de a quien le había estado lustrando los zapatos, y que al recordar la cara él iba a obtener la liberación. Este hombre, por supuesto que no tenía ningún conocimiento de nada, pero de forma tan simple, Dada lo guió.
Dada said was many beautiful things, and in that particular little episode, and when the exact words come, I will share them again. But you see, this proves to us that this is the science of liberation that is focused on the inner view, the bhav. Nobody told him to pick up Dada's shoes and start made. Dada used to love very nice, clean, polished shoes, good leather, shiny, you see. And he just, sitting there, he was waiting for the instructions of probably, Hirava making some food for him, whatever, and then he was going to go back to the village, which is about 20-30 miles away. Badran, and so, but it's the intention, it's the view, it's this inner desire. For instance, Nima and I are here now. We are seniors, right? But so many people have been, so many young ladies, and everybody has been assigned to take care of Nima, help her in the night or during the daytime. We don't have to worry. And this particular, in Simanda city, this is the rule, that whenever a senior Mahatma who is here needs any kind of care or help, a team, 1 or 2 people are dispatched to take care of him or her, serving them. It's very beautiful. It's all Niruma's project. It's Niruma's project.
La visión interna, ¿no? Dada, le gustaba mucho tener los zapatos limpios, ¿no? Y esta persona que los limpiaba y que lo hacía tan bien, ¿no? Y el deseo interno de poder servir o cuidar. Y eso es la visión interna, el deseo interno. Y acá en Simandar hay un grupo de mujeres están asignadas a cuidar a los Mahatmas que lo necesitan, ¿no? Ahora, esto está sucediendo ahora con Nima, y esto es un proyecto de Niruma.
You see, this is they're absorbing the words of our Gnani who says, next to Sdada, or even before Dada, they're serving your parents. You see, taking care of your parents is the most amazing thing that you could do. It's the most meaningful thing you can do. And then, of course, comes the seva of the Gnani. But whenever the Gnani realizes or finds out that one of these boys or girls, their parents need them for because they are sick or something, he will say, okay, stop it here now, go take care of your parents, let us know if you need anything, and then when they are better or fine, then come back here, you see, then come back. And then coming back here, they are all being trained to how to really take care of everyone, especially the seniors, as best as you can, just like you would treat your own mom and dad,
También dice que estar cerca de Dada, ¿no? Es absorber su presencia. Y dice Dada, ¿no? Que servir a tus padres es lo mínimo que puedes hacer. Y es muy importante, y después servir al nani. Y de hecho, el nani se enteraba de que los padres de alguien no estaban bien, le decía, ve, sirve a tus padres y luego vuelve. Y también esto es llevado a cuidar a los mayores.
So these are the more beautiful, palpable, experiences of so many countless Mahatmas, you see, and then you recognize that even for the ones that are aging or becoming seniors, in 4 or 5 or 10 years, you have no anxieties if you are in connection with a Mahatma. You see, Mahatmas naturally take over in the help. They're there. Even if you're sitting in Argentina, they're there for you. You see. So you're not that you're asking or you're wanting, but it just somehow, miraculously, it is there around.
It happens.
It happens.
It happens. Yes, it happens. Yes.
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 Yes. And it comes from the heart. Yes.
Yes.
It comes from the heart.
Yes. Dice que como, esto de servir a los padres, servir a los adultos, y cuando lleguemos en 5 o 10 años, algunos vamos a estar tal vez con la ansiedad de quién nos va a cuidar, pero siempre va a haber Mahatmas cerca que van a estar disponibles a ayudar desde el amor, desde el corazón. Y esto sucede.
Yes. So, we got some time here. Let's see how much time we got. We started at what time? We started at 6:30 to 8:30. We got about 15-20 minutes. Let's read some more, shall we?
Okay. Here you are the boss.
No, it's just happening. We just... So we come to the next heading, which is the state as the Knower-Seer. The state as the Knower-Seer in Swakshetra is actual Purusharth. You see, you cannot be the Knower-Seer while sitting in Gabi. Gabi can never be the Knower-Seer. It is, you have to come into your own location, your own space, and then the actual Purusharth is the right Purusharth begins, okay?
El estado como el que conoce y el que ve en Swakshetra es Purusharth actual.
There is right. So there is only the function of seeing and knowing within one's own Pradesh. Okay, some new word comes in, Pradesh, the smallest amount of space that a single subatomic particle or Parmanu occupies on the soul, on the self, you see. Is called Pradesh. In here, this meaning Pradesh means in location, your own location. You see, in your own location, where you and I are, as the I, Amapura, Eu sou Amapura, you see, there is nothing else except the seeing that is happening and the knowing that is happening. Okay, that's what they're trying to convey. Yeah. There is nothing else at all. There is Paramatma Pano, the function as the absolute self. Pano, P-A-N-U, Pota Pano, P-A-P-O-T-A, Pota Pano. Pota Pano means insistence, I-ness. I say so, that is very subtle. Pota Pano is very subtle. You know, the Kashais may have gone away, the gross Kashais are gone away, and now we are left with Pota Pano. You know, you can't let go of that I-ness in the relative, you see. And that is on one side in the relative, and in the real there is the Paramatma, the Lord God, Pano. So the function as the Lord God, function as the absolute self, you see.
Yes.
Okay, all right, so the moment one strays away from the function of knowing and seeing, there is trouble. Okay, now let you read this.
Solo existe la función de ver y conocer dentro del propio Pradesh. Es la cantidad más pequeña de espacio que ocupa un solo Parmanu en el ser. Aquí, ubicación, como el ser. No hay nada más en absoluto. Hay Parmanu.
Paramatma, you know, absolute God.
Yes.
Okay? Self. Pano means other state, being that, you see. Pano means, okay?
Bueno, y esa es la función como el ser absoluto. Es en el momento en que uno se aleja de la función de conocer y ver, hay problemas.
Yes. So straight, so simple, and straight ahead, you know. Now, one has come so far into exactness, in that the real is also correct and the relative is also correct. This is the exactness of Akram Vignan, you see. Whereas in Vedanta, where in the Hindu philosophy or in all other views, you see, they kept, especially in Hinduism, they say Ama is correct, everything else is an illusion. This is wrong. It's not an illusion, you see. You know, without your awareness, without your active relative awareness, if you're not watching out and you're standing by the stove and your hand accidentally touches the hot plate, it will get burnt, you see. And so it is relative, but it's real. It's correct in the relative. You cannot say it's an illusion, you see. The relative is in the form of the Gneya or object to be known, Gneya, and the real is in the state of the knower. So this is being known, and I am the Gnata. This is being seen, and I am the seer, S-E-E-R, Knower-Seer. When the relationship of Gnei and Gnata comes about, that is self is exactness. You see? Because in exactness, liberation can be experienced right here while living. You see, when you say it is something that is being known, then in the knowing process and in the seeing process, there is no attachment or aversion. You're just seeing it as it is. You see, there is no attachment, aversion, no rag, dvesh, and so that is the definition of Gneya, simply being seen. Gneya, it's being known. It is being known is called Gneya. If it is being seen, it is called Drashya. Drashya and Gneya, that is being seen and that is being known. That's all.
Uno tiene que llegar a ser exacto. En eso, lo real también es exacto y lo relativo también es exacto. Lo relativo está en forma de un objeto a ser conocido y lo real está en el estado del conocedor. Cuando se produce la relación de Gneya, Gnata, eso mismo es exactitud. En la exactitud, la liberación puede experimentarse aquí mismo, mientras se vive.
I'm just following along with you here in Gujarati. Whether the other person presents you with a garland or curses at you, with respect to exactness, they are both Gneya. You see, they're both Gneya. In Guru Purnima, the Mahatmas, on behalf of the Mahatmas, the Aptaputras and the Aptakumars and the future Aptaputras and the Aptaputris, the girls who are dedicated their life, they come and put a garland on Pujya Shri, on our Gnani, you see. To him, it's all a Gneya. Therefore, nothing at all affects the one in exactness. He just sees it, takes it out, puts it away, it's over. You see? But for Dada, when he puts the garland on Dada, everything around him changes. You see, if you watch carefully, he's after doing the flowers, throwing the flowers and doing the touching with this paste, you see. Then he lies down flat. You see, flat in front of him. Because that is the expression of total surrender. And along with him, the thousands and thousands of Mahatmas who are also seeing that scene are doing the same internally, This is a phenomenon of all phenomena. You will never see this kind of surrender. This is not what the Mohammedans do, 5 times a day. They surrender, but they haven't experienced the glorious self within, you see. It's a ritual, you see. Whereas here, this is alive. Dada is alive within each one of us. But we put Dada on the stage because, there he is present within all of us. On that day, it's the full moon, you see. Full luminescence, you see. So, it's very special. It blesses the one who places the garland. It blesses the one who places the garland, and it blesses the one on whose behalf it is placed. So the Gnani turns to everyone and he says, I am just the Nimit putting this on the neck of Dada. You see, I'm doing it for all of you, on behalf of all of you. You see, there is zero doership. There is zero sense of I am the master, I am the head of all of these people here. You see, it's total lagutam view. It's just, I am just like you, I'm at your feet, you see.
Dice que cuando le ponen la guirnalda a Dada, lo hace, y eso es una bendición que se recibe al hacer eso, o al ponerle los pétalos de las rosas también. Y cuando el Gnani pone las hojas y las guirnaldas en Dada, lo está haciendo como dice, yo soy un Nimit, y lo estoy haciendo en nombre de todos ustedes. Y eso es la mayor rendición que se puede hacer.
Yes, you see. Reading further. Now this whole world is so now this new word exactness. Now you know exactness means the real is correct and the relative is correct. There is nothing wrong. You see, this is the exactness, and in that real relative view is the exact view. You see, that we see it from another angle now. You see, that is important. What is exactness? Exactness means the relationship of the Gneya, the object that is being known, and the self, the Gnata, you see, the knower. That relationship is in exactness, you see.
Cuando dice que todo lo que sucede, tanto en lo relativo como en lo real, es total, está en total exactitud, porque es Neya Gnata. Neya, el objeto a ser conocido, y Gnata, el ser.
Gnei, in other words, is defined as that which can never generate kashai. You see, it's neutral. It has become a neutral thing. You see, it is. If the kashais are generated, it is not gneya. You see, So gneya means that's how it is. You see, that's it. It's there and it's being seen and it's being known. You see. That's all. And that is the exactness. That is the exactness of liberation, you see.
Y en ella está libre de kashais, y es algo para ser conocido.
Now, we already read that. Now this whole world is in the form of Gneya and you are the Gnata. There's another higher stuff called Gnayak. Gnayak Swabhav, the inherent nature of being the continuous knower. When you are the continuous knower, that is otherwise called Gnayak. Gnayak, the continuous knower, you see. Our knowing and the seeing is intermittent, but when it becomes continuous, then you have come into your real nature of the eternal element, which is simply sees and knows continuously. That's all, you see. So now what remains, once the Gnayak Swabhav has arisen, now Dada is even going higher, it's just let us understand the theory here. Once the Gnayak, the Swabhav has arisen, then all you have to do is to keep seeing the Gneya. That's all, keep seeing the Gneya. That's all. Go on.
Ahora todo el mundo tiene la forma de Gneya y tú eres Nata. El Gnayak Swabhav, la naturaleza inherente de ser el conocedor continuo, ha surgido en ti. ¿Qué queda ahora? Una vez que el Gnayak Swabhav ha surgido, todo lo que tú tienes que hacer es seguir viendo el Gneya.
Now, Once the self becomes the Knower-Seer, Amapura to absolute Amapura, it becomes the natural self, Sahajatma. Sahajatma, the natural, Sahajatma only. Sahajatma means natural self, Sahajatma. See, the soul that is natural. Sahaj means natural, Ama means Atma. You see, it does not interfere in anything. The Purusharth now, with the progress as the self of prevailing as the knower and seer, is at a completely different level, isn't it? You see, when you're at a completely different, Dada is trying to explain his state. He's a Sahajatma Swaroop. He's the natural self, you see. There is no effort. He has come perfectly, exactly in the final home, you see. He is not concerned about life or death issues anymore, you see.
Una vez que el ser se convierte en el que conoce y el que ve, se convierte en el ser natural, Rajach Atma, y no interfiere en nada. El Purusharth de prevalecer como el que conoce y el que ve está en un nivel completamente diferente. No lo preocupa absolutamente nada de lo relativo. ¿No es así?
Yes. So this is a great place to stop for our satsang, you see.
Please tell me the page.
Yes, this page is 94. 94 out of 104. 94. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
So,
you.
right.
Thank
Yes. All right. My dearest Mahatma friends and my souls, this is absolutely magnificent. You and I are one when we are talking about being the knower and seer. There is no difference between you and I when we are in the state as the knower and seer. You see, we are one. This is where we are one, you know. And may this pure oneness grow within all of us to include every level of humanity, human existence, you see. This will happen. If not in this life, it is coming surely and simply and easily for all of us. We were making the mistake of trying to be one through the intellect. It's impossible. The relative of everyone is different. It cannot be the same. It cannot be one, you see. All right, so good, so wonderful to see dear Christian from his walk. Cecilia, Yaya, Alicia, Luz, Herman, Carlos, Devdasi, Damian has always been with us. Thank you so much. Thank you for helping us, dear Damian and Patricia. So until we meet again, all right? And this time seems to be working out well for Shuddha, so this is fine, you know. And today the Shuddha has had 3 satsangs: 5 o'clock in the morning with Brazil, 2 o'clock in the afternoon with Germany, and because they shifted so that I can, and today with you at the old standard time. So this is working out, okay?
Thank you, Shuddha. Jai Satchidanand.
Thank you for all, Shuddha. Thank you.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai
Satchidanand.
Jai
Jai
Satchidanand.
Satchidanand. Gracias, gracias, Patri. Jai Satchidanand.
Gracias, Padre.